Hey everybody. I'm going to try to do an update here on Zoom instead of using my phone because I'm not driving. I'm at the computer. It's easier. Just a vlog update for you. I did end up going to the ER last week because I spoke with my specialist, my surgeon, and he reminded me in the most gentle way he could that I am not a surgical candidate due to how bad my disease spread is and how deep my tumors go. There is a whole bunch of details. I don't want to go into all of them, but my disease is very extensive and it goes very deep. And my biggest problem area are my bowels. The tumors go in too deep that for him to remove every single tumor, and there are many hundreds that he noted on the bowels, um, they go too deep and they would cause damage on my bowels and possible infections and leaks and all sorts of things. So um, the high pec goes, I think it's 2 cells deep, but just to remove the existing tumors by hand would cause too many problems and quality of life issues. So I am not a surgical candidate. So I went on to the video call with him in hopes that he would be willing to make an exception and remove this new tumor that's causing an issue where my ureter is. It's right on top of my bladder or near the top of my bladder, and it's partially obstructing the ureter, and that ureter is enlarged or swollen, stretched out because it's blocking the regular flow of urine going into the bladder. So I've heard from him and I heard from my oncologist based on what they see on the CT scan that I need to get a stent. Now, the issue is nobody can get me in for 5 to 6 months. So I went into the ER on the day that I knew that the urologist that I need to see would be there. So I went to the ER and in hopes of just getting the process sped up because I have an appointment for June of 2026 to see her, but that's too far out. So I just really wanted to be put on the radar faster, and it's really ridiculous that you have to do it this way. So that's why I went to the ER. Um, just so many things happened there in the ER. I was offered a strong ibuprofen for pain, and thank goodness I'm alert and aware. You always have to self-advocate, so it's really important to know what's going on with you. I am on blood thinners. I cannot have ibuprofen. So I did let them know that if they simply looked at my meds on my chart that are in their system, they would have seen that. So you just always have to be on top of things. I declined any pain meds. I really just went in there because I wanted um, to be put on the radar for the urology team. Now, I didn't get to see the urologist herself, but I saw somebody from her team and she consulted with that urologist and they looked at imaging and came in and told me that they felt that a stent was not right for me at this time. And this is where it gets so frustrating. I have my team that sees me all the time, my imaging regularly, that understands what's going on with me. They're all telling me I need a stent. And then the urology team is telling me I don't need one right now because my kidney function is good, which that makes sense, but it's a ticking time bomb. There's a tumor in there that's already causing a minor obstruction and it's going to do nothing but grow. So anyway, I do understand the disadvantages of a stent, possible infections, having to have it replaced on a regular basis, and all of that. So I was okay with that, and I really did get what I needed was to be put on their radar. So we'll keep monitoring my kidney function. We already do, and when it's time, I guess I'll have a stent put in. But one of my pals who is in the community with me and has been through so much, she made me feel a lot better and reminding me herself, even though you hear it from the doctors, hearing it from a pal is really helpful. And she told me that, yeah, once you start with the stents, it can open you up for infections, which she deals with all the time. And so that made me feel better, but I know that It's a disaster waiting to happen. So, alongside this, I've been having for months back pain and abdominal pain. I can't pinpoint where the pain is coming from. The most painful spot is in my spine, it feels like, but it changes. Sometimes my spine hurts more, sometimes my abdomen hurts more in the pelvic area. So I really don't know. They told me in the ER that there was no reason for me to be having this pain, or at least it wasn't caused from the ureter issue. But I've heard that before. So anyway, I've been quite a bit of pain, and my energy is really low. I sleep all night. I sleep good. I wake up, and I am really lucky if I have an hour, hour and a half at this point to get anything done. And that was today's story. I wake up, and then I'm in so much pain that the fatigue, it just takes over. It's just easier to sleep than it is to try to get through it. I don't really have any pain meds, but I did see my oncologist today and told him. And part of that was I've been holding back on telling them how I really feel because I didn't want to ruin my chances of a possible debulking surgery. I always have hope for surgeries to have the tumor removed, but that's not going to happen. And I understand why. So everybody will say, get more opinions. I already know why, and I know that um, just please try to understand I'm in a different scenario than other people may be. So that's kind of tough. It's been a tough couple blows. I'm in pain. I have discussed with my oncologist, and he's putting me on some pain meds that I've been on before in 2020, and hopefully I will be able to function and won't feel as much pain, and we'll go from there. But that's where I'm at. It's been pretty rough emotionally for me, physically as well. I'm just not able to do much, but I am looking forward to hubby met a paraglider. We have this paragliding um, group that is always going above our house during the warm seasons. And my husband met somebody. And so in February around my birthday, I get to do that. And it's something I've kind of always wanted to do. I don't really have a bucket list, but it's something to look forward to. So I'm excited about that. But that's my quick update. I hope everybody's doing good. Thanks for listening. Bye.